guys! You might remember recently that I did a recommendation of 10 books under 150 pages, and kind of stemming from that I really wanted to do a video all about tiny books. Wee, small, tiny, little books. Looking at my bookshelves I realised I have quite a few books in series, book collections which are particularly small, easy to consume, interesting introductions to various pieces of literature and authors and historical figures, and I thought it might be a nice idea to share those with you for those of you that love tiny books like I do apparently. In particular, I think tiny books make the perfect gift, so this might also be a useful video if you're looking for a bookish gift for someone. I'm going to start with the obvious, the one you can probably all guess is going to be in this video, and it is the Penguin ATP Classics, which is a series that came out this year of 80 different classics, bits of poetry, selections from novels, short stories, etc, etc, all which cost 80p in the bookstores. I have managed to collect quite a few very sneakily through gifts and picking them up myself. I don't know if I should go through all of these, but I have H.G. Wells, Christina Rossetti, Thomas Hardy, Jane Austen, Leo Tolstoy, another Leo Tolstoy, Hans Christian Andersen, Robert Louis Stevenson, Apollonius of Rhodes, Sappho, etc, etc, and these are fabulous. I'm sure you've seen them mentioned on BookTube already. One of the things I must say I really like, that I have bought a couple of people presents using these books, and something I really enjoy doing with these ATP Classics is picking out the numbers which make up somebody's birth date. So say somebody was born on the 3rd of a month, then you would get them the Saga of Gunlang Serpentine, like that. And then say that they were born in February, so you get them the 2nd month. That would be Gerard Manley Hopkins as Kingfishers Catch Fire. And then maybe they were born in 1974. Then you would get them number 19, which is Olala by Robert Louis Stevenson, and then number 74, which is Come Close by Sappho. And I know that might just seem a little bit random, but I think it's a really cute gift if you're struggling for what to get somebody but you know they like books. And I just love these ATP Classics. I am sure I am eventually going to collect them all, seeing as that seems to be steadily happening in the background of my life without me noticing. But I did want to mention whilst I was mentioning those that this is not the first time Penguin has done this, and I'm sure some of you already know, and some of you probably don't, that when it was Penguin's 60th birthday they did a similar thing, and that is they released 60 60p books. Penguin 60s. I stole these off of my dad's shelf to show you. This is Alistair Gray's 5 Letters from an Eastern Empire and James Baldwin Sonny's Blues. And I'm not sure if you can still get your hands on these other than second hand, but I just thought it was an interesting little note to make for those of you that didn't know. Maybe on their 100th birthday Penguin will do 100 for £1 or something. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? But whilst I'm on the topic of Penguin, that is not the only miniature book series they do. They also do the mini modern classics. The silver ones are fiction, and this is Shirley Jackson's The Tooth and another few of her short stories. These cost £3. Then this red one is non-fiction, and it is Henry Miller's The World of Sex. There's quite a few in this series. I only own a fiction and a non-fiction, but there's tons of them out there to check out if you're interested. Really cute. But I think we've talked about Penguin for long enough. The next tiny books I want to show to you are published by Gallybeggar Press, and they are these little ghost stories. There's actually 4 in the series, I think. I only have 3 of them, and I have The Body Snatcher by Robert Louis Stevenson, Honeysuckle Cottage by P.G. Wodehouse, and The Lost Journey by A.L. Barker, and these are all, like I said, little ghost stories. They've all got the same pattern but a slightly different colour scheme, and they just look gorgeous together. 2 of these I was actually given as gifts from a friend, and I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. Just such a lovely way to get into authors as well that you haven't experienced their work before. If you're interested in classic ghost stories, this might be a place to check them out, and these are just absolutely adorable. But let's talk about some non-fiction next. The next tiny series of books I want to show to you are these little Rebel's Guide to books, and each one is a Rebel's Guide to a different sort of political historical figure. So I have Rosa Luxemburg, Lenin, Trotsky and Marx. I do also own Gramsci, but my friend has it at the moment, and I think there are more of these. They're really beautifully published books. They all have a photograph on the inner flap that is relevant to the person, and on the other side as well. They're also all written by different people, which is quite interesting. It means you get a different person's perspective and writing style in each one, and these are meant to be £2 and are published by Bookmarks Publications. And yeah, just fantastic, and I think mini history books or mini biographies is such a good way for people to get into history or politics or different political figures' lives. It's just a really easy way to consume interesting facts about their lives and get the basics. So yes, that is what these look like, and they are very nice all lined up together. Now just to shake things up a little bit, the next tiny book is published quite differently from the other ones I've shown you, and it is this little book, Sherlock Holmes: The Essential Mysteries in One Sitting. This is published by Running Press, and they do a whole series of these tiny little hardback introductory guides to various authors or fictional characters. So there's like a Charles Dickens one, there's a Jane Austen one, there's a Shakespeare one, and like I have the little Sherlock Holmes one. So it basically just has some of the most important significant mysteries in the Sherlock Holmes series kind of summarised in here. These are great for someone that's particularly already a fan of the series, or if it's, say, an author like Shakespeare and you're kind of scared off by Shakespeare. These are quite fun little things to get into them with, and I just think this is absolutely adorable, and you know how obsessed I am with Sherlock Holmes, so this fits in perfectly with my like weird Sherlock Holmes shrine that we don't talk about. Now on a topic that's slightly bigger but I felt like was small enough to make it into this video, and that is Lay's Secret Spirit Paths in Ancient Britain by Danny Sullivan, and this is published by Wooden Books. There is a whole line of these published by Wooden Books, all absolutely stunning. If you can see that, that is just a stunning book. So well designed, so well published, and they're slightly squarer than the other ones, which makes them a little bit bigger, and they come on a variety of topics including spirituality, ancient history, mythology, just everything you could possibly think of. There is one on dragons, which I have my eye on. Another few titles in the series include crop circles, cathedrals, Celtic patterns, grammar, hedgerow cookbook, herbal healers, Islamic design. Just any little niche topics that you might be interested in seem to come in these gorgeous little books, and I really need to get my hand on a few more of these. And I think tiny books is a really great way to introduce yourself or other people into non-fiction topics. They're really easy to consume and interesting. But last but certainly not least is a pamphlet book, and that is The Unknown Unknown: Bookshops and the Delight of Not Getting What You Wanted by Mark Forsyth, and this is from Icon Books, and it's just a little essay by Mark Forsyth on the experience of going to bookshops and discovering new books that you may not have known even existed, and kind of not having a plan. And that's my favourite way to experience bookshops, so I really like this. I think this is really cute. But those are all of the books in this video. I hope it wasn't too random. I just love tiny books and wanted to talk about them, and was kind of hoping that maybe those of you who knew of some other tiny book series might recommend them to me in the comments down below. But even if not, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time guys, happy reading. Bye!